of Games on the Rocks. Hopefully my mic and everybody's mic is working and we don't have Sue's chat messages showing. We're so glad that you're all here. I'm pretty excited about this episode, and I think that the rest of my meeples are excited too. I'm one of your hosts, Stephanie Straw. I'm one of the meeples included, and we also have Maggie Bot with us. Marguerite.
Hi there. How are you?
Good. I love your oh hi there. It just makes me so happy. It's so cute. Oh hi there.
Oh hi.
Oh hi.
Oh, the most adorable. Good Lord.
Like we just caught her on camera. Like she actually probably was just sitting in that spot, like recording another video. Yeah. Oh, like we do the whole turn in, like hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We need like a snifter of brandy for that though. Like
I have a glass full of tequila and soda. So that's
that's exactly what we need.
And your nails match your cup.
Should they? Do they? I don't even know. Oh,
they do.
Ooh, fancy.
Is that your what's on that cup though? Let's show that cup.
That is Rodney Life is Magical.
GotR Smith.
Rodney Smith's cup. It's so amazing.
I wish I'd gotten a cup. I'm so jealous of your cup. I love my shirt, but I really think a cup would get a lot of use.
Stephanie relinked it, and I didn't realize it was something for sale.
Yeah,
I need this in my life. I have it in a cabinet behind glass. So
that's good. That's good.
That's fair. I mean, humidity controlled. I hope just to make it good. Really.
So we also have other people, not just me today.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Margaret here tonight.
So we also have Nicole Hoy. Hoy.
Resident museum nerd. That's me. Hello, everybody.
Everybody needs one.
I mean, you have to have one on your crew. It's only fair. One. I mean, you're so lucky if you have more than one. Just saying. But y'all just have to deal with me, little me. I'm here in beautiful downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Today has been a magical day, and I hope you are all having a magical day out there. And who I hope is having a magical day in the Pacific time zone, Suzanne.
Hello. It's so magical. It's so magical.
Yay.
And so as Marguerite inspires me in many ways, and the way that she most inspired me last week, because I had a cider last week, she's like, oh, Seattle cider makes this thing. It's like basil and it's limited and super good. So Mama went hunting.
Yay! It's so delicious.
Oh, that looks
Look
good.
at that.
Hazelnut. Is it like award winning though?
It's a 1 pint. It's a one.
I mean,
it wins the one set in existence.
1 pint.
Do you think if we could start getting a seal on like ciders and beer and stuff, like meeples?
Oh yeah.
Games on the Rocks approved.
Games on the Rocks.
Games on the Rocks.
Stickers.
Stamp.
I like this idea.
I'm just gonna start printing out labels and sticking them on bottles at the store here and see what happens.
Yeah. Just what are they gonna do? Take the stickers off? Get out of here.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that's what they're doing with like the googly eyes, right? People are putting googly eyes on diaper boxes and cereal boxes. What's a meeple sticker on some booze? Come on.
Yeah.
What's a meeple sticker between booze? Come on. So glad you're all here. Lots of people in chat. Tunace, Clement78, Aerosmith 7, Knitters Plays, Dr. Hannah, Daniel Newman,
Maggie Bot. Someone called Maggie Bot.
Well,
I don't know who she is.
Oh, hi.
I mean, hi. Funny seeing you here.
Yeah. I think I might have gotten Orondo, of course. 1979.
And Crystal.
And Crystal and Drew. Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Designer Girl 217. Who are you? Designer Girl 217. Out yourself. Tell me your name. Tell me your name.
You don't have to. You are more than welcome to lurk in our chat.
You absolutely can just lurk. But it's nice to see you.
It is nice if you would like to say something. Yay, Rel's here. So our show tonight, we're going to first talk about the Spiel de Jahres winners. We only talked about one of them last week. I actually happen to have all of them here with me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the Spiel des Jahres winners, and then we want to do our own awards. We want to do, I don't know what we should call them, and I thought chat could help us out with that too, like Rocks.
The Roxies.
Yeah, Rocks.
No.
Yeah. Rocks Classics, the Roxies, the Meepies. I don't know. Sounds weird. Not the Meepies.
Oh,
not the Meepies.
Sounds like
Not the Meepies. No. So first we need to figure out what we're going to call our awards. And then we need to figure out what categories for the awards. So chat, we would love to hear from you what categories.
Throw 'em out there.
Someone asked serious or silly, and I think to be silly, but something that you actually like we can legitimately talk about and like, you know, have like a worthwhile discussion over. Like I made the joke like best games that start with L. That's kind of arbitrary, but maybe that's good.
La Granja.
Exactly, like Lisboa, Lignum, like yeah.
I'm sorry. I got very excited there for a minute.
Yeah. So, but I'm happy to welcome any of those categories. Anything that you want, that you would want to talk about, and that you would like legitimately recommend a game for.
Yeah. If you would love to hear us recommend something in a category, then throw it out there, and we will do our best.
Yeah. So we'll let you be thinking on that. If someone wants to volunteer to keep track of them, hey, in Lanopoly says NPC Chris.
Cool.
Hey Nayabari, hey Joe Sando. Someone else joined too. Dan Rules, hey.
Dan Rules, what up?
L is a pretty good letter. So yeah, if a mod or somebody wants to volunteer to keep track, that'd be great. But let me know. Otherwise, we will try and keep track.
And maybe tweet at us as well. Tweet to Meeples included.
Oh yeah, for sure. Not relegated to just tonight. Certainly let us know. And then we will talk about, hey, Maddie 1KXP. We'll talk about them maybe next Friday. We might give it a couple of times. I know Nicole, a lot of us will be out of town, like Gen Con coming up. So we'll have to see when
I'm good to be here next week, and then the following week I am indisposed. So.
Yeah, so
is that what the kids are calling it nowadays?
Right? It was Robot Suze that said that, which was really scary. But
hot mic.
Hot mic going through.
Hot mic.
Speaking of hot mics, let's show our drink recipe, and then we'll get into our Spiel des Jahres award-winning games. So I'm putting that up for those that are watching on Twitch. The award-winning cocktail. This cocktail that I'm featuring actually did win an award. I just don't know how to make it. It involves some bourbon, fresh blackberries, vanilla simple syrup, basil leaves, probably, fresh squeezed lemon, fancy toothpicks, and then you mix these things or other things together and serve, because nobody really knows the recipe to win an award. LOL. And then, of course, join us on Fridays for Games on the Rocks, which you did. You at least did an award. You're all here. You won an award.
You did the thing, a participation award. Woo!
Yeah. So the thing was, Suze, I think your sound is fine now. The thing was, I found this cocktail because I was like, oh, I want to go find a cocktail that's won an award because I think that would be cute. And I'm looking at it, and it's reading all about this cocktail, how this cocktail is awesome, and then it doesn't give the recipe. So I'm like. How do you your sound is a little wonky. Maybe make sure everything's plugged in, Suze. Like
plug that in, girl.
Okay. Yeah. Is this your making sure things are plugged in face?
I don't know, because it sounds normal to me. You all sound normal to me.
Yeah.
And I sound serious.
It's probably your mic. It's a little fuzzy, but that's okay. Maybe tap it, do like a little test. Oh no, she's muting. Little test.
Oh, she muted.
Little test 1, 2.
Let's check her mic.
Mic check.
I can't tell. Is it working?
It's crackly.
It is a bad
connection.
Yeah, try plugging it in and then unplugging it maybe.
How's this? Is this any better?
So perfect is perfect.
Okay, done.
So Beth Robot Voice was going to go to Suze, and now it's not because the robot voice is gone. And
no more Suze bot.
Sorry. We'll have to give the best robot voice to somebody else. I'm sorry.
By the way, I love in our last episode on YouTube, it defaults a thumbnail. It just like picks one unless you set one. And it's like Suze like this. It's like just like that, like just like that. It's like Sue's like this, like just like really low. Like you're like really like somehow you're like at the bottom. It's really
Tell
cute.
me.
I didn't change below I sink. They start to shrink.
Yeah. So I didn't change it, but it's really cute. But if you missed the last episode, you can go check that out on YouTube, or it's still in Twitch VODs.
Yeah.
So, but the Twitch VOD doesn't have the right thumbnail. It's a different thumbnail. It's like Mags going,
me.
Yeah. So for those of you watching on Twitch tonight, our pal Joe has created a spreadsheet for you to throw your award category ideas in, and we will tweet that out as well, just so you can throw some stuff in there for next week.
Someone mod that, man.
Yeah, he's a mod. Maybe. Someone. I don't know how to do that. You're a mod. Woo! There we go.
You're a mod.
I think that's not how. I think that's not how it works. But
I'm not good at Twitch.
I think I did
but
it.
I
think
really
I
am great at drinking. So
cheers.
That's not how you do it.
cheers. Things are. in my
Oops,
glass.
sorry.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry, that was me. Okay, now we're good. Yeah.
So I don't have any kind of fancy award-winning drink tonight. Just got some gin on the rocks. On the rocks, though. So
hey, bonus points for on the rocks.
Yeah.
I don't have any fancy toothpicks. This is vodka, ginger ale, lemon juice, and mint. Because that was like kind of. It's really not. It's not similar at all.
Sounds good.
Similar at all.
Sounds like a good mix of flavors. So the winners of Spiel des Jahres.
Yes. So we talked about. Let me pull that up. We talked about the Spiel des Jahres games and like our predictions. Which chat, remember what you predicted too. And we'll reveal, even though you probably already know, the winners. So for the I'll do the which one should we do first? The
Kenner?
Yeah, go.
There's only 2 choices.
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 technically.
Well, but we had the winner of the Kinder on the first
last app.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the winner of the Kinder, we'll talk about that one first then. The winner of the Kinder Spiel des Jahres was Ice Cool, which is what we talked about. Woo, Ice Cool. Which is
Penguins
really,
dough.
Yep, this one's a really cool game where you get to flick these penguins and you're like in this penguin school. And there's a penguin hall monitor that's like, no running in the halls, and like takes your hall pass from you. And
Penguins can't run. They're just like
scoring fish.
There's there's like a plot in that game.
There is a plot. Oh, there's a plot. There's a plot.
And what's cool is these boxes all like go together. Like this is the game. These all come out and make like a really big like penguin school playground thing. So that is the Kinder Spiel des Jahres, and the nominees that did not win but are still awesome: Captain Silver and the Mysterious Forest. So the next one, I guess we'll talk about the Kenner Spiel. The Kenner Spiel, Terraforming Mars and Raiders of the North Sea were nominated, and the exit games. And they updated the picture to show that it looks like it is all 3. Like they updated it to make it look a little bit better.
Did you steal those from Game Goblins? Oh my goodness.
Not this one.
Or you marketing
this one.
Advertising. You're like, I didn't do it. I'm repping my store.
Oh, oops. Does that have Game Goblins sticker on it? No, actually, I want to. I did grab these from the demo library so I could play them, but I want to set them up because they're really not replayable. So I want to print out some things and put them in there so that people can play them from the demo library. So that's
a good idea. Yeah.
That's why I still have them. So that is the Kinder Spiel. So chat, did you correctly guess the exit games would win, or did you guess?
I think they did.
Raiders of the North Sea or Terraforming Mars?
I'm pretty sure I picked Terraforming Mars. And I think most people picked Exit.
I picked Raiders, and I said I wouldn't be surprised if Exit. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I would really love Terraforming Mars to win, and I think it will, but also probably Exit will win.
Also probably not. Yeah. And for the Spiel des Jahres. Magic Maze, El Dorado, and King Domino were up, but King Domino won, which is
good work, Bruno and
tile wing
Orange.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Blue Orange Games.
Good job.
Great job. So I am unsurprised by those. Yeah. Other than maybe Magic Maze is really good too.
Magic Maze is like really good.
It is really good, but I feel like has
and
not
none of them are like
broad an appeal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can see where people like some people just don't like co-op games. Which Mags, you like that game, and we talked about this.
I like that game, but it's so high pressure that I can't imagine a lot of people loving it.
Yeah,
it's really high pressure.
Yeah,
there's a timer on the thing and the stuff, and oh my god, and like I can't imagine that's like mass appeal.
Yeah. King Domino was surprised.
I mean that was my pick. King Domino was my pick, as fun as the rest of them are. Just thought it was that sweet spot for accessibility and playability and time and strategy. All the things just like bundle up into perfect package. So
have you all did you all see White Goblin Games announcing those 2 new castles that you can get for King Domino? There's like a little Alice in Wonderland and a like haunted castle. So you just look at these 2 random little replacement castles.
Which is funny because the actual castles in the game
just zero things. Yeah.
No, they're completely
totally
pointless.
They're cute. They're cute.
But
it's a tiling game, and you have a tile that represents your starting kingdom, and that is relevant because it's your wild card, which is this. Sure. This is your starting little kingdom space. But on it go these wee castles that are you actually put together.
So here's the image of the
oh my gosh.
Here's the image of the little like what's it called? Alice in Wonderland castle, like the Queen of Hearts is on it. And then oops, wrong swipey. I can't swipe backwards. And I love this one. There's this little haunted castle that you can have now, right? And it's super duper cute. The art's amazing, and like they're just it's kind of random, but I want them. So I'd email them.
Is that just the front and the back replacement for the
sides?
No.
There's actually the sides. So yeah,
okay, that's the important part.
Hiding. Yeah, they have the sides too, just behind the and it's just behind the little text screen of the tweet on my phone. But that's I love silly things like that.
It is pretty cute that the meeples fit inside the castles.
It is, yeah.
OC Brad brought something up. So I knew Codenames was going to do this, but King Domino also introduced like for retailers, and I don't know how it'll work outside of local game stores. They're doing like a pre-order X amount, get giant castle thingy.
Ooh.
I had heard they had already sold some.
I don't see. All I know is that for
and then it was limited.
Stores,
yeah,
they're doing a thing. So backstory a little bit. Blue Orange is being super weird, like pulling their product from some distribution but not making any announcements about it. So I don't know what's going on. All my pre-orders for King Domino actually were negated, so I had to kind of turn around and order from someone else.
Whoa.
So
interesting.
I think we just shuffling something up or whatever.
Is this like for like orders of the game now or from them before? Because we have them in Collins.
I got some of mine that were ordered, but I had ordered from different vendors in case they didn't have enough in one, so they could get me some from different places. And one of mine was just completely canceled. So, yeah, let's
yeah, but XL King Domino. I had heard about that, but I'd heard it was already sold and whatever. So I don't know. But yeah, that was
so. I think cool. They had big versions of everything. It seemed like for the Spiel nominees at the award ceremony. So there was a big Magic Maze, there was a big King Domino, and there was a big version of El Dorado. So
and Lawrence does that for a lot of their games for conventions anyway. They have like.
So they were tweeting that out, and it just like Magic Maze, like big Magic Maze, look really neat.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
I would really want to play that.
Yeah, like I was really into the idea of that.
But I want to use Gidget as the red pawn.
I was just gonna say Gidget is like, can we use my actual cat? I'll just place my cat. I'm just like placing this in front of Mags. Mags.
Do the thing. There's a cat. I mean, do the thing.
Forget it. She's like, come on, Mom.
No, she's not. She loves it.
Just let me be here and cuddle you and make noises. Yeah.
She goes through phases.
Oh,
Yeah, good,
Baba.
Gidget. Good girl. Yeah.
So precious. Oh my gosh.
She's just gonna sit right there. I'll Gidget all weekend.
I like the picks. Like I like the Exit series we talked about last week, and I like King Dominoes. So I mean, it felt like it was. I think there's still like I'm sure that there's still some controversy about Exit, you know, and the one use.
Because like it's like that's not a game, it's an activity, you know.
I mean, you can get away with playing it not and not ruining it, and it's like there is a.
Yeah, I played them, and I played all three of them and didn't cut up or run a single thing.
Yeah, but there is also there's a win and a lose condition. That's, I think, a thing that you want to have in your game.
Yeah,
maybe. So
nope, she's done. Gidget out. Gidget didn't agree with you. Gidget did not vote for the Exit games.
Gidget and I have some difference of opinion, and that's fine.
That should be a game category. Best game to play with your cats.
I like it.
Action Cats is the one that you should play with.
Best game. Best
Strike.
Game
Would play Strike with cats.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Nitwit might be good. I think cats would be into that.
String railways. Yeah. There we go. String safaris. It's working. I'm getting it. Mousetrap. Yeah. Orlando and Chad is like Mousetrap. Duh. Brilliant.
Cat or bird. Yeah, animal. Just your pet. Like best game to play with your pet.
Yeah, I don't think Jake would be interested in any of this somehow.
Yeah, Jake's not having it.
Yeah. So for fun,
I just have the subtitles at the bottom that just says Jake is grumpy. Like that's all.
Yeah.
In a lower third.
Right.
I was looking at the list, and games that start with L is like the first entry in the spreadsheet. And so I looked.
Who did that? Come on.
I didn't do it.
And so I'm looking at my L games in my little thingy, and I'm like, oh crap, L is a really good letter.
It is actually a really good letter.
Good.
L is a good letter. And I thought of it because I was thinking of great. I was like, I had good games in my head that all started with L. So that link, by the way, in case you need it again, is that if I had like a fancy Nightbot setup, I would put that in there. But, you know, maybe eventually. Maybe year 2. Maybe next year. Maybe whenever I get new equipment. Okay, so yeah, you could go ahead and put your game categories in there. Yeah, I said Lisboa. Exactly. I was thinking of Lisboa.
I haven't played it, so I can't nominate it for a game or an award.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, you can't actually nominate.
I should, though, have shipping notice very soon.
Ooh, that's exciting. Lanterns is another good one with L.
Yeah, Lanterns, Las Vegas.
Lupin Chewy. Lupin Chewy. Come on.
Lupin Chewy.
Duh.
Looking over here.
You guys are cheating already having hours. Luna should be on there.
Because of Freedom and Frieza. Solely, there's a lot of good F games too.
Best 2 F games.
Frieza is like, yeah, just give him his own award.
Yeah, best Freedom and Frieza game. I like it. Like
Lords
best game. Like Lords of the Waterdeep. Like best game that like you can't get easily. Like maybe best like hard to get game or best Grail game or best out of print game.
Oh, best out of print game. Yeah, I like that.
Best game with expansions. So it's like the game that like the expansion or best expansion, like that really transforms the game.
Most necessary expansion.
Yeah.
There are some of those. Yeah, game that can't be played unless you add expansions.
Yeah.
Which is a helpful category for me because I'm not an expansion kid. Like
me neither.
I usually
I gotta have it.
Yeah. So when people talk about expansions in that kind of, this transforms the game, or it gives you infinite more options, or it fixes the game, or whatever, I love when conversations around expansions kind of go in that direction, because it's super helpful to me, because I don't pursue expansions a ton. So I love that.
Yeah. Literal same, Suze. Like right there.
Samesies, twinsies, expansion twinsies. Yay.
Yeah, I'm not a gotta have it for expansions. I do have some that like I don't play a whole lot, but
like Russian Railroads is a game that I've heard the expansions. Like I've played Russian Railroads, but I haven't played the expansions. But I've heard the expansions, like American Railroads and German Railroads.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I'm just looking at my shelves here. I feel like the one game that I have like really enjoyed all of the extra bits and pieces that have come out for is Castles of Burgundy. Like there's been like
so many
player mats that have come out.
And there's like little bits.
Spiel magazine, and there's like weird little tiles that have come out as like Essen promos or whatever. So it's like it's not any of it is not like official expansion, but it's all like little bits and pieces that are just delightful.
The Bruised expansion is really good, I think.
Yeah, actually I really like that one.
And it ups the player count. So that's like a utility expansion too.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good one.
Runebound. I love Runebound and all of the Runebound expansions because they're like more items, more characters you can play. Whenever an expansion gives me like more stuff that I can even just put in the base game without changing the rules, I like that. So,
yeah. There's a category that got added. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
There's a category that got added that is games that contain a number in the title. And I kind of love that one.
Oh, that's so fun. Like Red 7 or number 9.
Or number 9 or 6 Nymph.
Number 9.
Yay,
right?
5.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like, whoa, that's a really good one.
Number 9.
Well, and I'm not saying 7 Wonders because I don't like 7 Wonders, but everyone else seems to.
7 Wonders Duel.
7 Wonders is good.
Good job, OC Brad. OC Brad added it. And it's like, that's
Cheers.
Super fun.
Or it'll be way more fun if I get like really obsessive and I find the words that are numbers inside of other words that aren't actually technically numbers.
You're going hard. All right.
What about best game with sheep on the cover?
Sheep and Thief. Sheep and Thief. Done. Boom.
Oh my God.
Sheer Panic has some good sheep.
30,000 Euro games later.
Another good one is best IP, like best use of IP.
Yeah.
So good game.
Yeah, we chatted about that one episode, which was fun.
Chat at these if these are good ideas.
Yeah. Honestly, though, like I would pick Sheep and Thief as my favorite game with a sheep on the cover because I played it at Dice Tower Con and it was just charming and delightful.
I think Agricola, All Creatures Big and Small has sheep on it. I'd probably pick that. That's a good one.
Glenmore has sheep on the cover.
Oh, Glenmore's so good. Love that game.
When's that reprint coming?
So it's 2018 now because they were going to try and do this Spiel and then it didn't do that. Sorry.
Worst.
Oh, Crystal brings up Battlestar Galactica for IP use, and that's probably...
It's all right, yeah.
Like IP use that has nothing to do with IP, like Spartacus.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never played it, but I've heard Dune is phenomenal with the.
I've heard that's very good as well.
The Walking Dead card game is just 6 notes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's funny. Best like biggest game. Best like game that takes up most table square footage.
Ooh, I like that one too.
Best like larger than life game.
Oh,
Vortex is pretty huge. Chaosal is pretty.
Casal's giant.
Huge.
It's pretty good.
Best Scotland game. Isle of Skye.
Yep. Mega stuff, obviously. Best Scotland game. Next.
No, it's Isle of Skye. Next.
No.
I
love that game.
You gotta be kidding.
Glenmore is really good though.
So, like Isle of Skye, Mags? Wait, Mags, you don't like Isle of Skye?
I like Isle of Skye quite a lot, but not nearly as much
as
Glenmore.
No.
She's literally nominated Glenmore. She's done the Pandemic Legacy. She's nominated for like 8 different categories.
Yeah, it's every category. It might
best tile laying game, best
best game with Glenn in it, best
4 in it.
Best hard to get game.
for the number category, can it also be a game that has the word number in it? Or does it have to be an actual number?
Totes my goats.
No, yeah, for sure.
Because that would be the most ironic game as well. We could get that all in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Andrew mentioned the Scott Pilgrim card game that's coming out from Renegade as far as IPs go. I literally have not much idea about it beyond watching the trailer for it. And
I'm so excited.
So stoked, you guys.
I haven't played it, but it's got double-sided cards.
Double-sided action-y, like punch, kick, fight things.
So you can like pick one side, which is like, you know, try and negotiate your way out of things, like try and be cool. And the other side is just like cool, like comic action weirdness. Woo! Yeah. And I am so excited.
I have to admit, like, with properties like that, I'm a little like, God, please don't.
My initial reaction whenever I hear about a licensed IP game, no offense to those publishers that buy a lot of IPs and turn them into like games. My first initial reaction is like that girl that my cup, that little meme, that girl that doesn't want to like water in her cup. She was no. That's like my first reaction, and then you have to like set it in front of me, and I have to like smell it and like I have to like get to know it, you know, and then I have to hear that someone else has played it and that they like it. And then I have to trust that person. Yeah. And then I will, maybe then I'll sniff it. Then I'll smell it. Then I'll sniff it and like dip my toe in. And then I'll play it.
I don't even touch IP games until someone tells me to.
And then she'll mark it. And then
it depends who tells you to. Like
but
there are some things that I just dive in and it doesn't.
I'm gonna sniff the game's butt. I will sniff the game's butt.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's coming out from Renegade, and I think we can all admit Renegade makes
pretty good.
Lots of smart decisions. So
yeah, they do. I have not played a dud.
Is this the butt? Is it the bottom, or is it in the middle somewhere? Is this the butt?
That's the butt. Yeah,
that's about it.
This is the butt
right
like
there.
Right here. Yeah. This is like the feet. Yeah.
Best smelling game, probably that Parfum game, right?
Right.
No, but that doesn't really smell. Are there games? I feel like there are games with scent in them.
There's two that came out last Spiel. There's one with little like scent cups and one that had like a scratch and sniff type thing.
Yeah.
But I can't deal with that. My allergies do not want that.
I will sniff a game's butt, Stephanie. Yep. I mean, I will. I'll try anything twice.
If you were
as far as the
from
spectrum of butts go, it's probably the least worrisome. We've steered into weird territory with these categories.
Best game with like best components.
Oh,
that's probably like a good one.
So that's one that always trips me up in like traditional awards, like Origins and Dice Tower. Yeah. They do a components category. I'm like, but minis games always win. I'm like, you gotta break that stuff apart. Like you gotta break apart best minis.
So that's actually
best components.
So that's actually originally what I was thinking when I was gonna say best minis, but I was like, no, I don't want to make it best minis. I want to make it best components. And for me, minis wouldn't necessarily win because there are some really cool components to some games. Like it could be like a rondelle, it could be a dial, like
quality components, like the weight of cardboard, the quality of cards, like just how nice wood, actually play things, like wooden pieces, like.
But maybe we need to separate it out. I don't know. Best figures, best miniature, best whatever, and then best like. I don't know.
So early on, our friend Chris Lemon, I think it's C Lemon in there. He was talking best doohickey, and I think in my mind that means like best novel components because I love novel components.
It's like a little unique, and a doohickey involves like interaction. You're interacting with a doohickey, right?
Rapello has a pretty cool doohickey, right?
Yes, so, Rapello would win almost.
Oh my god! So I think like those types of, if you just use different wording, I think.
Like
instead
doohickey?
Of just doohickey to me implies innovative something.
I like it. Yeah, it's
a
like
miniature is not going to win a doohickey.
Ooh, Potion Explosion's a good one.
Potion Explosion has an excellent doohickey.
That's an excellent doohickey.
Best game with the worst insert.
Yeah, Baron Park.
It's
Forever
Oh,
Bear
Bear and Park, honey. Oh man.
Even Phil hates that insert.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
remember
that's
there
a big
being.
thing, right?
I don't remember what game it was, but I remember being like, what? Like the box was like huge, and all the cards were just like everything was like loosely in it, so there was no insert, and there should have been, and so everything was just like flippity floppiting around, and the box was way bigger than it needed to be. Maybe it was Citadel. Citadel's is like pretty big and like doesn't need to be that big.
I feel like any Fantasy Flight game is like that.
Yeah.
They just whoop out of the box.
Yeah.
But, pretty much anything where you have to fold pieces of cardboard and slot them into other cardboard is one of my least favorite types of insert.
I like
really.
that stuff. It just depends. Like Colt Express, it's a couple of sessions though for me. I'm like Colt Express and chill is like 3 evenings for me. So couldn't do it. And I love like putting things together. So but I think was like, I wanted to play the game. And so then I was like, oh crap, I got to put this together. And so then I was like not motivated because that wasn't what I wanted. I was in the mindset to play the game. I didn't want to like put the game together.
So would you
every time I want to pull it out, it's like, it's not finished. So I'm like, no, we can't play that because I'm not finished and I don't want to.
Pandante Deluxe, like the big Pandante.
Oh yeah,
it comes with sleeves, and then it doesn't fit in its box if you sleeve it.
Oh no!
Screw all of that.
Hold on. Physically, how does that work? Because
it fits.
It has matter in it.
But the cards don't fit in the card slot. They go above and they slide all around, and then they get broken. It's really awful. And it was like $100 compared to the regular Pandante, which is $30. So, yeah, I really like Pandante. Most people do not. It's just one of those, like, I kind of like that game.
OC Brad asked, would the Jamie Stegmaier token chests count for best components because they're amazing? I wouldn't say for game because that's like a go with. It's an accessory.
I would say Euphoria as being the predecessor to that could win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because those little gold bars and stuff. Come on,
they're nice.
The gold bars are pretty nice. I do use them in a lot of like games. Those little gold bars. What I want them to do, I always want to use those in like Colt Express. I'm using that game again as an example. This is not my Glenmore, by the way. It's just coming up. But I want to replace the diamonds, but you can't because they have amounts on the bottom.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Come up with something, but I'm just not that. I don't have that kind of time in my life.
It would have to be something hidden on the diamond.
Yeah, but you could do it yourself. Like you could make something.
Yeah, but you have to like now be able to see it, and the diamonds are like 3D diamonds, so they can't really.
So I'm just pulling. I'm pulling some stuff out of my favorite.
Orleans Deluxe. Good job. Exactly.
This will always win my favorite components.
What are these burbs?
They are from.
Put the burbs back up. I'm zooming in on you.
Sweet. It is a burb like kind of racing game where you're like racing across a map, and here's the little burbies.
Are you using those burbs in like one of a prototype that you're doing?
No, I'm not using those as anything. But
that reminds me of Habitats from Quali.
That's the one with the blind packs, right?
Yeah, they had.
So this is a Quali
ceramic animals. Oh, that explains so much.
That's exactly what I thought when she pulled it out too. Yeah,
they have all these little like these bits of like
bugs and food.
Yeah,
that's so amazing.
Those are really cute. They kind of look like Frago Brother pieces. Like they're really cute.
They're really cute. They feel handmade. Like look at this little buggo. Like
with a little antenna.
So it's just like it's a really like very basic kind of racing game. You're just like racing across a map that keeps like populating as you go, and you're just trying to like collect food and get to your nest. And it's like adorable little bird pieces. And
oh yeah, good luck with first Martians, Kabuki Kid.
Yes.
Oh my God, good luck. Save everyone.
Save all the people.
Eat potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes.
Put them in the Kingdom. Poseidon's Kingdom has like some of my favorite components I've ever seen in a game, and no joke, hands down.
They're almost too heavy. They're almost like, because Poseidon has like these little cute statues of starfish and sea life, but they are
really
they're chunky.
So what about best game you have to assemble before you play? So like Millennium Blades, right?
Oh, like Paolo and Millennium Blades can go head to head.
Yeah, like Millennium Blades, anything that you have, like, do you have to assemble stuff for Steam Park, or is that all in the game?
You assemble it once. It's kind of like Cult Express.
Yeah, it's a little cardboard bits and whatnot.
Steam Park
and then
came
like
out with
a game.
The cutest new things this week. I didn't realize they were doing expansions.
Yeah,
ooh, I didn't either.
Like little robots and stuff.
New robots and something called Play Dirty, which I haven't played yet, but that game is so damn cute.
Presumably because you took a shower and didn't qualify for it.
Shower, what's that?
Dang. Ooh, dirty girl.
Damn.
Dirty.
I'm a robot and I just want to go to a theme park, okay?
That's fair.
Best game about space exploration that you had to glue the components together to play.
Solaris Mission.
Wow.
I still haven't played my copy.
Really was so casual when I was asking. I was like, "Are you for serious? I have to get a piece of glue?"
Ooh.
And he's like, "Yeah, just glue the thing together.
Just like, glue
no
it.
big deal."
Just glue it.
This was last year. This wasn't 20 years ago.
Just glue it. Best game or like most inclusive game. Maybe.
Maybe
like
I love that one. Oh my god, someone put that in the spreadsheet.
Diverse and inclusive game.
Trickster's pretty good.
That should be.
And
there's a couple.
And
One Deck Dungeon is good.
Dead of Winter.
So Dead of Winter, I agree. One Deck Dungeon's amazing. Trickster is amazing, but Dead of Winter gets the bonus of being set in the real world, and Dead of Winter does an amazing job of incorporating disabled people as well, which you don't see very much.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's so good. It's like women, people of color, people with disabilities. Like it hits them all.
Body diversity, age diversity, species diversity.
Diversity.
Sparky the Wonder Dog, I love you. But that is one of the ones I think that has impressed me the most overall out of any game for diversity of characters. Like,
it's stunning. And what's great is it fits, like it just rolls right into the game and it enriches the storytelling options, you know?
I love anytime you say something about a pet. Anytime you're like cats, dogs, Netter's Place says, and birds. Birds. Best bird game, Netter's Place. Did you put that on there? Best game for birds.
I mean, it's Tweet. It's obviously Tweet or Go Cuckoo. I mean, there's a couple.
I mean, there's actually quite a few good bird games out there. What about best game you want to turn into a movie?
Ooh.
Oh damn!
That's not already a movie or like a TV show or something like that. So like Battlestar Galactica doesn't count, right? Firefly doesn't count, that kind of thing. But like game that isn't involved in like TV or movies, and game that you would turn into a movie, or best game that you would live in, best game universe, like world that you would live in.
Ashes has amazing art. Someone mentioned it in the chat. Plus a trans character. Plus, it's a woman artist, which is not, I mean, it's not super uncommon for artists, but it should still be pointed out.
Yeah. That art is incredible. And I actually, a lot of the Netrunner art is actually quite good.
Yes. Yes, very much so.
And the world building and the inclusivity.
For a game that has like not a super diverse player base, Netrunner has great representation in art.
So we've listed 2 plaid hat games now that have
they're banging it out.
Plaid Hat in general as a company focuses solely on inclusivity and diversity. Like they're what about part of their core?
Best one versus many game.
Ooh, because I still haven't played Not Alone though, because I want to play that really bad.
Not Alone is good. If you play the correct tool. I'm talking to you, JR Honeycutt, you cheater monster.
Yeah, the rules are not great. So
we learned from someone who didn't know what game you're talking about.
It was kind of a little
Not Alone.
Not Alone. Not Alone.
Okay.
Not Alone.
It got picked up by Stronghold, but it was out in Europe before that.
Yeah, and it was like unobtainium.
And I had a copy
Stronghold
smuggled to me at BGCon, and I still haven't played it. It's sitting over on my shelf of shame.
Aquilarion, Let Us Know My Chapel is one of my favorite ones too.
That's a good one. I have the Stronghold version of Not Alone, and that rule set is it needs some work.
It's rough, yeah.
It was really good. I played it at Dice Tower Con, and had a great time. Like, just
were you alone?
I love it.
You were not alone. That's what you're saying.
I wasn't. I was with a number of people, in fact.
I would like some sort of category to recognize companies that focus on inclusivity and diversity in their hiring practices, like Lone Tree and those types of things.
Like, that could be a separate award thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how to word it. I just want to.
It's gonna be a separate thing. It's gonna be a whole
industry achievement award.
Whole new sticker. It's a whole new sticker.
Whole
different one.
Ooh, best guilty pleasure game. Strike better win that, or else
Crystals is obviously going to be Heartthrob.
I love Heartthrob though. I own Heartthrob.
We played that at Dice Tower Con. It was pretty great.
I saw your tweet and I was very jealous.
I'm trying to think of what what's guilty pleasure is subjective though.
Yeah, but that's half the fun. Is like we'll nominate and we'll vote on stuff. It'll be fine.
yeah. It's like what I think is like just an awesome game. People are like, that's a guilty pleasure.
No, you actually have to feel guilt about it. You can't just nominate what other people feel guilt about.
I definitely don't feel guilty about Strike.
No, Strike is super fun.
I don't like
Strike.
You feel guilty? But I feel like it's a guilty pleasure game.
Loop and Chewy.
All right.
Loop and Chewy is my guilty pleasure, sure.
I guess I don't know. I guess I don't think I feel guilty about any of my games.
That's because you're such an omnivore.
Like, I'm a shame-free gamer, baby.
Damn, I will eat any game. I'll put any game bit in my mouth and eat it. I'm a gameivore.
And she'll sniff any game's butt. I mean,
twice. Just
I honestly, like I don't feel like I have a guilty pleasure game. I have comfort games. Which I've talked about.
Games is a nice one. I love comfort games.
Yeah, so
comfort game. Oh, like your go-to game. Yeah. Like
your go-to game.
Okay, I've got my guilty pleasure game as Time and Space because no one likes that game.
Oh, really? From Stronghold?
Yes. No one likes that game. Period. And I love it.
Okay, so that might be that's a good way to say guilty pleasure. Maybe not guilty pleasure, but like. Controversial is not the right word.
Andrew was talking about this way early in the chat. He was like, the game that you want to play that no one else wants to play with you.
Oh yeah, that feels like a guilty pleasure. Yeah,
that's like chaos.
Innovation, chaos. Like there are lots of these. Like
nobody wants to play chaos with me.
I would play chaos with you.
Aww. I would play any game with you guys. It would be.
I was thinking about Battleline the other day, Steph, and I was thinking about you and I playing it over at Mox, and it was a good.
I know, and that was like the best evening ever. I had so much fun. That was so good. I'm gonna cry. It was so good. Best another game, team play. You taught me best team game.
Oh, team play. Love that game.
And team game, and so that's not one versus many, but like actual like equal teams. So Codenames is a team game.
Word Slam,
Captain Sonar,
team play. Word Slam, Captain Sonar. Even games, I will allow games that aren't ruled as team games, but you can play as teams, like Sherlock or Holmes, Sherlock, and Mycroft you can easily play as a team game, but it's a 2-player game.
Yeah.
So I would never want to play that as a team.
Really? It's kind of fun and funny because you either have to say what you're like, you kind of out loud are like, well, but should we do that one or that one? You know what I mean?
On
so
stream
out loud saying,
It was me and Cornejo versus Steph and I think Chris Rollins. Mm-hmm. And it was good. I just don't really particularly like the game.
Right. Yeah.
But it worked well in teams.
I think it worked fine. I wouldn't want to do 3v3. I think 2v2 is as much as it goes. But I guess you could do that with just about any 2-player game, but not all of them really translate super well that way. Like Patchwork is like, what are you both going to decide where to put, like it's not as teamy, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see what chat says. Ooh, what about best game that you can play when the power goes out? We've kind of talked about that before when we did our favorites.
Oh yeah.
So best game you can play
with the candles. What's that like?
Well, shot and spiel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to play that when the lights are out.
I have it. We should do that. I wonder if I could bring it where we would all be together. I don't know when we'll all be together though. Like Suze
BGG?
obviously isn't going to Gen Con. Yeah, BGG. Are we
They
all
probably
going to
have
be busy?
they probably have it in the library.
I don't know if they do or not. I'll have to check. They rotate it out based on what people vote for. So.
Grab it.
But we would need to be somewhere dark.
Find a dark room.
I can also bring it. It doesn't take
up.
up. I also drive to BGG, so I can bring.
Oh, it's way easier.
Oh, yeah.
Many more games, and it's like tiny. It's not huge.
I admit, like I've seen like best games to play outside or best games to play on the beach, and that makes sense to me. Like I understand the criteria to fit into that, like non-destructible components and stuff like that. What qualifies a game to be good when the power's out? Like I literally don't understand the question.
Something you don't have to read a lot of because like it's dim lighting. Yeah. So like if the cards require you to read a lot, something you can see easily. Abstract strategy are probably like really popular for that.
Yeah.
Something that you don't need power for, so nothing app. Like
Win-Lose Banana.
Win-Lose Banana is a great one. Yeah.
Win-Lose Banana is a great one to add.
I love Win-Lose Banana. It's so ridiculous. When I worked at a board game cafe here in Toronto, when a bunch of us were hanging out at the bar / cafe area / retail area, we would play that a lot.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Or like kind of a creepy game was like a good one to play in the dark. So like a hidden movement game or something.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Okay.
Dread.
Because it's thematic. Yeah. Ooh, Dread. We definitely had some dim lighting when we played that last. Or I don't know if you played it since then, but yeah.
I really want to play Dread again.
Yeah, that would be fun. One of us should do one.
I really want to do a Stranger Things Dread, and I know that somebody has created a scenario for it, and
we should do a Twin Peaks Dread.
We should. That'd be amazing.
Can I side rail for a second and tell you that I just started watching the original Twin Peaks series, which I have not seen before. Like I know what I know. I am like in season 2.
Oh my God.
There's only 2 seasons. There's only 2 seasons of the original one, but the season 2 is like super long, whereas season 1 is like 8 episodes. And then there's the new season, which I obviously haven't watched any of that either. Nicole and I need to have like a whole separate comment on this, but yeah, there is a fish in the percolator. What? Why?
So Twin Peaks has been a lot of my life lately. And
you've been watching it.
I've been watching it, and I've been watching it with a special friend of mine and bonding over it. And
not me, by the way.
So the new episodes. There's this like old roll and move Twin Peaks game that I super want to get my hands on just to have played it.
Yeah.
I would love it. Love it so much.
Best game that you would only play once. Which obviously, there will be a lot of the like exit games or whatever. But I might do a caveat for that one. Best game that you can only play once, or that you would only play once, but like is designed to play more than once.
It would definitely be that Twin Peaks game for me.
Wow, that's a hard one.
Huh.
Mine was did you ever see Mask of Anubis?
Mm-hmm.
We did that.
I wouldn't play it again. So played it. We played it during the stream.
Right. So that's kind of one of those for me. Like I played that once.
You can play it. You can play it again, but yeah, I wouldn't play it more than once.
But it's coming out in the Hasbro crate, so I'm expecting lots of internet buzz about it.
I know. I was wondering if I should get it, but like I've already played it. So
I have this lovely signed copy, and I was gonna like auction off for charity or do something with it, and it's just sitting in my house.
Well, maybe now would be a good time to do it when people are like super hype about it.
I'm hoping some hype gets put out about it, and then I can do that.
They're coming out with another game that uses the Mask of Anubis technology, OC Bride. Yeah, I think they're coming out with a couple.
Yeah, they've got at least one like ocean themed one.
Yeah.
I have
So
I
now
have the next one pre-ordered at the shop. Like, it looks really neat. But this is like the original, and that should hold some weight somewhere for money. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's going out in that Hasbro crate. They'll probably retail it at some point.
Mongol 05 said that they'll GM Dread for us.
Yes.
Can you do, what spoopy theme would you do?
Chris, I just want your kids to do it.
What spoopy theme would you do at BGG Con for us for our Dread?
I'm like reinvigorated about Stranger Things because Movies with Mikey just did Stranger Things, and it makes me want to rewatch it, and I love it so much.
I've seen it 4 times already.
Oh my God, I love
the whole series.
Yes.
It's so good, and
I can't help myself.
There is somebody who has made a Stranger Things like scenario for it, and I meant to run it at BGG last year and just never got around to it. So
yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
I bet Mongol's kids would. That would be insanity. They're all like super young.
I mean,
they'd be over it. They would be over it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Be like, oh, this game, blep. Best short game. That's a great category, actually.
Ooh, less than 15 minutes. Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
Shark game?
Short.
Oh. I was like,
short.
What do you have? Like Survive
and game is Get Bit.
Small in duration.
Dr. Shark. Let's not forget that Antoine Bauza classic.
Dr. Shark, and no one has played it. And I really wish I still had my copy.
Yeah, Bit's pretty hard.
I've never played it, but my co-writer on the Daily Work Placement, Sean, loves Dr. Shark.
It's so fun. And with Get Bit, what's cool is that Mayday is so into like charity things that they just give out all their promo sharks for days.
Yay.
So, like, all the nerd nights had promo sharks, and like we had so many of those at the shop.
Promo sharks here, promo sharks there. Here's
promo sharks for everyone.
Everywhere, shark.
You get a shark, and you get a shark.
Sharks.
I want Left Shark. I want a Left Shark game now.
Oh yeah,
Left Shark. I want that so much.
Yeah,
Left Shark game.
That could be amazing. Left Shark was
best
badass.
Short game. I'm thinking of like, there's a game actually that I am play testing that is a really good short game that you can solo or play currently up to 4 players. I know that I keep saying these like big things about games. I'm actually looking at it right now, so that's why this is part of it. Let's see.
I would say Las Vegas is my favorite short game, but I don't know if it's part of it.
This is part of it. You can see nothing.
What is that? Oh, dang.
Oh, what is it? It's this. Here, I'll show this.
Oh my God. Ooh, music thing.
There was a music note. I saw it.
There was a music note. And it's a really good game that you can play. It's varying lengths, but they are all going to be under like 15 minutes or so.
Neat.
That would be my best short game. With the short
game. I feel like
someone said under 15 minutes, and I think that's a good.
Yeah.
That's
Avenue.
hard for me.
Well, Atlas Enchanted Lands. It just came out from Renegade by JLX
That's
Cavern.
a quick one. Yeah.
I was shocked at how quickly that game plays.
Yeah.
It is a 15-minute game. Like, it's just
even with like 4 players, you just like
you just do it. Yeah. And like some like Fuse is a good one. Daniel Newman mentions Fuse, but
Fuse, any of the
abstracts, just fit right in there, like Quarto or
under 15 minutes does not mean party game. Disagree. This is not what I would classify as a party game.
I mean, Hive, Avenue.
Neither of those are under 15.
Kitten Clash.
You can definitely play Avenue under 15 minutes
if you're going for it.
Yeah.
If you're like, I have 15 minutes, let's do this.
Kitten Clash is a minute. I wouldn't call it a party game. It's 2 people, so it's not a party. I mean, you could maybe play.
Kitten Clash is a party game. Are you kidding? I like Kitten Clash.
I don't think,
but it's party.
So.
It's twitchy dexterity stuff.
Yeah, but I think a party game is like several people all together playing a game.
Okay.
Yeah, for me.
I would put Kitten Clash in a party game in my head, but that's okay that we're not.
But it's not. But the game right now is not. It's 2 people. This is what the official game is. Like, you could play.
That's okay by me. Like, I don't know what else to call that. Like,
again,
a 2-player super casual game sounds
not a party game. This is not a party game. Not a party game.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, actually, I think there's a lot of...
It's the opposite of a party game.
Well, there are a lot of short games that are not party games. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can play King Domino in 15 minutes.
Sure, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that.
And I did that at Dice Tower Con.
And like, someone in the chat mentioned Love Letter, which is most definitely under 15 minutes.
Anomia.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call Love Letter a party game either. It's up to 4 players.
I would though. So that's my problem. Is I think
what's your definition of a party game?
Something casual that you can play in a casual setting. Like you don't have to focus on strategy very much. You can just kind of, as long as you know the rules, you can just play it without much thought. Love Letter, there's not that many cards in it.
Yeah. I still don't feel like it has that feel. Word Slam and Concept, I do feel like they are party games, and you know why? Is because those are the kind of things I love to play late night at cons.
But I would play that in a party too.
When I think party, I think like what you would actually be able to play at a party, and a party to me,
Kanban at a party.
Sure, yes. I was there actually.
You were at Vivo's. Well, I've played it at multiple parties, if that helps.
But I mean, Love Letter is something that I take to work and I'll play over lunch with workmates.
But I don't want to use the word casual because it sounds snarky, and I don't want it to feel that way because I think
it's a light, quick game. I don't think that's snarky at all.
But I just think. Yeah, but I mean, but you play Kanban at parties, and that's a light, quick game.
Because Kanban for me is a party.
Exactly.
There's a lot of stuff in that game, and Sandra's all mean, and it's so fun.
Yeah.
But that's. I think I put anything in a quick casual setting into party game in my mind.
Okay.
The floor is lava.
Yeah.
So party.
I tend to delineate a little more, just simply because like I take games into work for lunchtime play. I take games into work for pub after work play, and those are two very different things to me.
Okay. So, well, that's good. I like that. I think everyone has their own view on it.
I mean, I would play anything at a party. Like, I'm not limited. I would never be like, no, guys, this is a party. Can't play that. There you go.
Like, this is a party? You put that game away.
Yeah, get that out of here. You brought this to a party? What? What are you doing?
Let's put that
Jack. I would never do that. But I tend to think of party games as like 6+ players.
Yeah, I put those in like group games. I guess I have like a differentiation.
But 6+ players, but like also that like you could like play in that setting. So like you could be loud, like, and that's okay. Like any game where you have to like Mansions of Madness, even though people play it at parties, I wouldn't call it a party game because you need to like hear the app. So like you've got to have focus and concentration. So I feel the same way about Kanban, right? Like I would like not classify that as a party game. Yes, you could play it at parties. You can play any single game at a party, but I wouldn't classify it as a party game just because I tend to think party like lots of background noise, people like eating and like doing stuff. And yeah, a lot of them are like the really quick ones. I do agree. A lot of party games are like pretty quick.
Yeah. I just think there's like some categorical definitions that would need to be established to do a best of, but that can be done behind the scenes.
Yeah, but there aren't many games that you can play with a lot of people that are quick.
Right. In most party games, like you mentioned, Concept and Word Slam, unless you just hours.
Well, yeah, each individual game, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a game of Word Slam is like maybe 5-10 minutes. If you're,
I don't know,
if you're really struggling.
Cards, my games of Word Slam have been several hours long.
Yeah, but like one round.
Yeah, we're talking about one.
Yeah, 21 cards, all the way through.
But like just one guess.
No, just one.
Like
just one.
A few minutes.
Yeah, just one card.
So that's the problem. Is like. So the rules as stated, which doesn't matter to a party game, says you go through 21 cards.
Yeah, just like Spyfall, you're supposed to like have points.
Like Concept, there are points apparently.
Has anyone played Spyfall actually by like the point system?
Someone somewhere has.
I
didn't realize there were points. Wow.
Chat. It does have points. It's if you're the spy, you get a certain amount of points if you can guess it, or if you're not caught, you get a certain amount of points, and then everyone else gets points if you're caught and not you, or something.
Oh yeah.
Concept is pretty easy. I think if you're doing it, and people guess it, you get a point, and the person guessing it maybe gets 2 points. The person that guessed it.
You get 2 points, I believe, and the person guessed it that gets 1.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. There was like a cute dog bowl that had the points in them.
They're little light bulbs. Yeah.
I've never punched those out of my game.
Oh, but they're so pretty.
We did play with them in a couple of games, but like we didn't like care about them. No. Like we gave them out, but we weren't like Jenna's winning. Better not guess it correctly. Yeah. You know, like we didn't pay attention to them, but we did give them out. And then we did go like, oh, Jenna, you did it. Like after we were done, we were like, you won, you know.
Oh, Jenna.
She was good though. She was really good.
Okay. Good work, Jenna.
I think we've had any excellent suggestions. Oh, is that our show? Our time has gone by so quickly.
Oh my gosh.
Woo.
It's already categories for best dexterity game. We haven't talked about that.
What?
Doohickey? Is that how you spell
dexterity?
Doohickey is literally spelled the D-O space H-I-C-K-E-Y space or. I spelled doohickey. I would do it like one word.
D-O-O-H-I-C-K-E-Y.
Yeah. Doohickey. Like doohickey. Best game with dead in the title. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh dear. Best outdoor game. Best game artwork. Best Sobel.
That's
hashtag. Best artist. Best Sobel.
Hashtag.
There is a best artist also. Best artist might need to be separate. Best artist
because then we have like Beth and Quanchai, and we have a bunch of others.
Yeah. This one should just be games. I think the best.
Oh my gosh, there's so many good artists, you guys. Oh.
Best artist should be like we'll save that for something separate.
I kind of want some personal category, like a best game from prototype
that I would play.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Best game I would play with Marguerite Cottrell.
Yes. And it's Battle Line, and we played it, and it was amazing.
I would play it any game.
Best game I would play with my Games on the Rocks ladies.
Ooh. No, but I like you were saying, Mags, prototype, best game you played.
Yeah, as a prototype that got published, that's like the best one.
Ooh, I like that.
Right? Because we get to look at these prototypes, and sometimes they don't change enough, or they change too much. But sometimes you play one, and then it comes out, and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing.
So best game you played as prototype and
has come out
fully baked
production.
Yeah,
fully baked. So you have to play both and liked them both.
I want something like that. Best Beth Sobel award. I love it. I'm gonna be so mad about
this. Pitch Car is another fun flicking game. Yeah, Pitch Car is good too. Also Flip Ships.
Flip Ships is amazing. Catacombs is amazing.
I'm so bad at Flip Ships. I love Catacombs. I love it.
Ooh, best game that got better with additional additions.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Most improved. Maybe games. So that can include from prototype to final form, and then from first edition to second edition. Most improved.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's good.
Most improved game. I did it. I entered one.
There are like 50 plus awards here.
We're gonna have to like pick and choose some of these. We might do like flybys on some.
Yeah.
We'll figure out a fun format for it. But
you guys have to nominate stuff for them too. We'll narrow them down, and then we'll let the nominations happen. We'll figure out a good way to.
I want to add one though. I want to add best rulebook.
Best rulebook is good.
Ooh. I think that's a great category. I love that.
Because people are so snarky about rulebooks that I want to highlight good ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then figure out who the hell wrote them, because sometimes that's really hard to find out.
It is really hard, actually, yeah.
It's many people, you know.
But that's fine. Like Fox in the Forest, I know Mr. Schwartz did that, but I don't know what it looked like before he got to it. So it's hard, but I do want to nominate some good rulebooks.
And there are people who like translate from another language and localize into English and things like that. So it's like, yeah, it's really hard to know what all those people are doing and who they are.
But that's one of those things that's like, I know people can do snarky, like they can do the worst lists for days, but I like best lists.
Yeah. No,
I just want to point out, I'm in this spreadsheet right now, and I love the anonymous icons that it assigns people. So here's who's in the spreadsheet right now. Anonymous pumpkin.
Ooh.
Anonymous narwhal. Anonymous hedgehog. An anonymous manatee.
Amazing.
And then Susan Joe Sondell, because I have their Gmails. But
yeah. I also have an anonymous badger, which is
anonymous Joe. It's fine. Anonymous Joe. Joe.
Best Rondell game. That's a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a hard one, though.
That is a hard one. There are a ton.
But they're all so good,
Sulkin. Though. Yeah.
Navigador, you could do Trajan, you could do Shipyard.
Navigador.
I will just hit you with these.
Macau.
I love Navigador.
I love Rondells. You want to make a game that I will like? Probably put a Rondell in it.
Don't get Eat It has a Rondell in it, and I don't think that you would like that game. I don't think that you would like that game.
So somebody needs to write the lyrics to put a ring on it for Maggie, but put a Rondell on it.
You should have put a Rondell in it.
If you want Maggie to play your game, put a Rondell on it.
Seriously, if I ever got one of those stupid emails like I get that says, "Hi, I really like your channel. You should review my game. It has a Rondell." That's all I need.
Yeah, you're in.
Why don't we just make a game called It Has a Rondell?
I want to play that game.
I actually thought about we were setting up Brew Crafters, and I didn't get to play it, so because I had to do the show, so I knew that I was going to have to leave, and I didn't want to leave in the middle of it. So instead, I just sort of like was game adjacent while playing Brew Crafters. But the victory point things in Brew Crafters are kind of like gears, and you can like move them around each other. And I was like, oh, there needs to be like a gear game, but Zolkin kind of does that.
Sure.
I like.
But is there another game that has like inner working like gears? Like
there was one that went through Kickstarter, but I never saw its finished product.
Yeah, I want a gear game.
I want one that is different. I like Zolkin just fine, but it's not exactly what I want.
Yeah, I know it's not.
It's not a Rondell. It's a worker placement game. I'm sorry, it's not a Rondell.
No, but I mean, it has spinny thingies in it.
It has gears that interlock, but it's much more of a. It's just a worker placement game. I was so disappointed by the gears.
I don't think any game is a Rondell game though.
Shipyard is a Rondell game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's like 5 of them.
Name an additional
Rondells right there.
It has lots of Rondells. Girl, I would not call Glass Road a Rondell game.
I wouldn't either. That's what Issy Brown is saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, and I mentioned that as one having a Rondell, but I don't think having and being are two different things.
No. Shipyard is the only one that's like literally only Rondell.
Exists because of it, yeah.
It has 5 of them, and that's all you do. Oh, Finca. Oh,
I never got to play Finca. Oh, I was going to try to Dice Arcana. It never happened.
I've only played it online, but the online is really good.
Ooh, where is it? Yucatan?
The Rondell debate is like the party ding. Yeah, these are all loose terms, obviously, which is why it's hilarious. Like, nobody knows the recipe to an award-winning game, just like nobody knows the recipe to these different game categories.
I'm going to make a Rondell party game. Y'all are going to be amazed by it. And done.
I'm in.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay. Is there any other last things that you guys want to say? Any other last categories? You guys can continue to add to the spreadsheet, maybe, I guess. Should we leave it?
Add to the spreadsheet. We'll tweet out. We'll pick our favorite categories and put nominations and votes in.
Let's put a deadline to adding to the spreadsheet.
Best doggo game needs to be on that list.
Best doggo game.
Yeah, but I think like, I don't know, by Wednesday. Let's say arbitrarily Wednesday is our deadline.
Wednesday. That means we'll look at it sometime after Wednesday. And if there are things added to it, we might not see them. That's just really all that it means.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other games that you guys can think of? No. Suze, Mags, Nicole?
No, I like this list. This list is impressive. And it's fun to think about.
Excited.
Best game while drinking.
Ah!
All games
Best
while
game
drinking.
with cocktails. Best game with cocktails.
Trick question. They're all good.
All good.
Well,
Voodoo Jive City Lounge.
That
one.
I don't like it. It's adorable, but it's not fun.
But it's
best
thematic.
game to play while drinking cocktails. It is thematic, and it does have little like cocktail glasses and monkeys in it and stuff.
Oh my god, so cute, but no.
Oh my god, it's so cute, but no. I think it's good.
You're all the best. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.
So that's everyone in chat. Thanks for joining us. Oh my gosh, there are like 30 something people in chat. That's crazy.
Oh, we love you
all your great
guys.
suggestions.
You are what makes us the best.
You guys are crazy. Yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll close it on Wednesday and then we'll talk about it. And we might do it. We might do it next Friday if we can like get our stuff together by next Friday. Ideally, we would. But there's a lot of categories, and so I don't know how we're going to narrow them down and pick them. I don't know how many we're going to pick either. Yeah. So we'll have to. We'll have to fit them into a show. So maybe we'll do an extra long show for the award show. Maybe we'll do like
it might be
If Suze can, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm on the Pacific Coast. You guys are the ones that are late.
It's kind of late for Nicole, but
I mean, it's really me that's the.
Well, put your Twin Peaks and your special friend down for an extra 30 more minutes, okay?
How dare? How dare? How dare? Everybody knows Twin Peaks airs on Sunday nights, Stephanie.
Duh. I'm gonna tell him you said that.
The best. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a show. Okay.
We love you, chat. Thank you.
Yes, we love you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I think that we acknowledged everybody in chat. If we didn't say your name, so sorry. We try to like acknowledge everybody as they join without like interrupting people while they're talking.
We were there. We're trying it.
We're trying it. We're getting there. We're doing it. Maybe eventually we'll be like affiliated or partnered or something, and then we can have like.
What does that all mean? I don't know what that means, but I'm good with
words.
Fancy. It's fancy.
It's neat. It's Twitch. Fancy stuff. It's fancy stuff. Yeah.
I'm checking my mic.
Thanks, NPC Chris. All right, that's our show, and we're gonna close out now. But be thinking of games that you'll nominate for that you would nominate for the categories, right? We're gonna pick the categories, and we're gonna let them nominate too. Are we gonna nominate?
Sure, we'll figure it out.
Us? Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll
on Facebook message. We'll just figure it out.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out because I don't know that we'll be able to do that within the time frame of 1 week. It's just kind of
we can do it. Not
we might need to pick the categories next Friday. We'll do that. We'll have picked the categories and we'll tell you the categories.
That's good.
And then we'll open up the nominations for the categories, and then
because we're supposed to play Avenue this week.
We'll give it like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we're supposed
let's
to play
Avenue next week, please and thank you.
We'll do that. All right, we'll play Avenue next week, and we'll announce the game categories.
Perfect.
And then 2 weeks from then, we'll announce the awards.
Perfect.
I think. As long as that's not Gen Con. If that's Gen Con, then
that's not Gen Con yet. No, there's 4 weeks till Gen Con.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. We're good.
Oh, I'm counting the days.
We got it. This is a show. We're fine.
Totally
we're fine. Okay, with that.
I'm done here.
Yeah, we're done. Bye. Thanks for joining me.
Bye.
Da-da-da.